Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is FlossTube number 12 and this is September's update. So I just want to start off by saying that if during this video I look like I'm a bit dazed, like glazed over, I haven't got any contacts in and I haven't got my glasses on, so I literally can't see anything. It's a long, not interesting story, but basically I've only got one pair of contact lenses left and I need them tomorrow, so I'm just gonna have to not be able to see you guys very well. So if I'm looking over here, it's like I can see blobs of myself and that's about all I can see. So yeah, just to pre-warn you about that. But how is everybody? How are you all doing? I hope everybody had a lovely September. Mine has been incredibly busy. I am now extremely burnt out. Well, not extremely burnt out, but just it's more of an introvert burnt out. Like I need some time to myself to just stitch and spend it on my own. But it has been really good. I've had a really good month. I've been up to quite a lot of stuff, so I'm gonna give you some updates on that, let you know what I've been up to. But it does unfortunately mean that I haven't got a ton of stitching. I have got a bit, I've got a few things to show you, but yeah, I've just been so busy. So recently I have joined a gym, which if you know me personally, it is just unheard of. I do not do gyms at all, but I've managed to find one that it's a women's only gym and it is super duper quiet, so there aren't that many people there. I'm not opposed to going to a unisex gym. It's not that I don't want to exercise in front of people who aren't female. It is just more that I thought that it might be a nicer atmosphere, a bit more welcoming maybe. There might be other people there that are a little bit nervous like me. So that's been really good. I've really been enjoying that, which again is unheard of. But I'm trying to go a little bit more. I think I've been going like once or twice a week at the minute, but I will slowly increase that. I'm not gonna delve too much into that here because I will be making another video about like my weight loss and my health update. But if you are interested, just a little overview since I last spoke to you guys about it, which was my second nature video. I have lost another stone, but my weight is kind of starting to plateau now. For the past like 4 months I've kind of been staying at the same weight, so I know that I need to up it a little bit, do something a little bit more. So I'm hoping that going to the gym and burning those extra calories will get rid of some of that fat, but we'll see. So something else that has happened over the last couple of months that has been really exciting is that my friend Lisa got married. We had her hen do at the start of September, and then this weekend just gone was her wedding. And Lisa is somebody that I met at work, and then there's a couple of other friends that we knew through work because we all used to work together, but we don't anymore. And I had such a nice time. So for the hen do, it was a lot more kind of my vibe of a hen do rather than what you would traditionally do. So we had afternoon tea in the day, and then we went on to paint a pot, which I had never done before. I've got it here, it's all done. I'm going to show you because I'm so proud of it. She basically gave them to us at the wedding and I was like, oh my god, I painted that. And I'm just really proud of it. So my friend Holly had the idea of having this part and use it for makeup brushes, and because I've got the dressing room I thought that it would be absolutely perfect. And yeah, I because I knew I was doing that, I thought that like a dusty pinky colour would be great because that's the colour of this room. So I was looking up pink flowers and I found some cherry blossom, and I love cherry blossom. So I've done this little pot and I've got, it goes around there, and then at the back it's just like the petals, and it goes around there as well. So I'm dead proud of that. After the paint apart, we then went back to Lisa's house and we had a sleepover there, and we had like a cocktail making class. They hired a guy to come show us how to make cocktails, and we were up until like 4 AM. I mean, not doing the cocktail making, but just like drinking and dancing and having a good time. It was really funny because Lisa's mum was just, she was on it, you know. She wanted to stay up dancing until like 4 a.m. and we were like, well, we can't go to bed yet. And then, like I say, they got married last weekend and it was such a lovely day. It is definitely one of the best weddings that I've been to. They basically hired out a venue that has obviously like the wedding venue and then quite a few cottages on the plot of land on the property. So they basically book it out for a weekend and people could come and stay in the cottages from Friday to Monday. So rather than just kind of like getting ready to go on the day, because she got married on the Saturday, so rather than just kind of getting ready at home, travelling over there and staying overnight, we spent the whole weekend there. And it was so lovely. They really looked after us. Lisa, I mean, as you can tell, she chose to go to Pinot Pot on a hen do, so she's pretty crafty, and her husband is also really good at just, he's a carpenter, so he can make some things, and they're really good at organising things for themselves. So I think because they saved a bit of money there, they made like all the decorations, the cake, her mum made the cake, so that they saved in some places, so they really looked after us in others. There was so much free alcohol. At the cottage there was like a hamper full of like breakfast food. They went to a butcher's and got like some meat from there. So honestly, it was such a lovely wedding, lovely weekend. Something else that I did, so this wasn't last weekend, this was the weekend before, I went to Birmingham and I went to go and see a musical. I went to see Heathers. My friend and I had booked to go, I think we would have booked it in 2019 and it was supposed to be planned for 2020. Obviously it didn't go ahead, so it was rearranged for 2021. So we had kind of been like, oh, like really wanting to see it. It'd been a long time coming, and when we finally went, it was so good. If you're in the UK and you're interested, definitely go and see it. We really enjoyed it. My friend in particular is really into Heathers, so they've seen like a ton of like different versions of it from the US, like they've looked it up online and watched different versions, and they're a huge fan. They've wanted to see it for years and they just thought it was incredible. They like said this is the best version that I've ever seen, so it was so much better that they got to see it in person as well. But as you can tell, I've just been all over the shop. I feel like I've barely rested. So moving into October, I am quite looking forward to the fact that I can just chill. It's my birthday month, so I've just been kind of like, when people have said, oh, do you want to do something, I'm like, well, it's my birthday, so I don't know what I'm doing. And just kind of fobbing them off. Me and Mark are quite happy to just chill because it's his birthday as well. Our birthdays are like 11 days apart, so we're very much ready for a break. So I've been blabbering for like 15 minutes. I might move this section to the end because I've just been blabbering for like 15 minutes. Let's move into some stitching. So my last FlossTube, I spoke to you guys a little bit about this piece, and it is a fully finished object and it was a gift for somebody else. So I'm gonna let Past Beth tell you all about it. Hello, Past Beth here. I don't know if you can tell by my voice, but I'm a bit sick. I really hope that future Beth has got over this cold. I'm sure she will have, because I am just about getting over it. But yeah, apologies for my appearance. I do not feel up to glamming up today. So the fully finished object that I want to show you guys is one that I showed in my last video and I had almost completed it. I've now finished all of the stitching on it and have framed it as well, and it is this. So it is The Earth Has Music for Those Who Listen. Sorry, I'm trying to not get the glare on it, but so that you can see it properly. I am in love with this piece. I love how it's come out. I really like the frame. This frame was from Amazon and I'll include a link in the description in case you would like to see it for yourself. If you didn't watch my last video, this is a piece that I have stitched for my sister as it is her 30th birthday. The pattern is from Emma Congdon, aka Stitchrovia, and it's from her book Cross Stitch for the Earth. And I just really love it. I I love the colours. I don't know if you can tell with the fabric, I did this on a 32 count even weave and it is 2/2, but it is like a oatmeal-y kind of colour. And yeah, that's the finished piece. So pleased with it. Part of me wants to keep it, like not give it to Zoe and just keep it for myself, but I won't. I just really hope that she likes it, which I'm sure she will, but you never know. And we've got another past Bethception in this video, so let's time travel again to past Beth. Hello, past Beth here. Past Beth? Yeah, past Beth. Hello. So my other fully finished object that I have to show you is this. Sorry if this clip is very quick. I have got to get ready to go to celebrate this thing. So this is a little something that I've made for my friend Lisa. She is getting married tomorrow. Today is Friday, the 1st of October. As you can tell, she is getting married on the 2nd of October. And yeah, I just made her this little stitch. I can't remember who it's by. But it is on a 32 count white even weave and I did this 2/2. So yeah, that's that. I think I'm gonna leave it here, and if I have anything else to say about it that I've not said in this clip, then I'll just show a picture and future Beth can tell you all about it. So let's go back to her. Oh my god, past Bethception for the second time! I can't believe it! In that last clip with past Beth, I was in an absolute rush to kind of get packed and get going for the weekend, so I didn't get to talk about the piece as much as I wanted. So here's a picture. Like I said in the clip, I wasn't sure of the shop that I had bought the pattern from, but I can now tell you that it was Stitches Lovers Shop, which is on Etsy, and so that's Stitches, like Stitches, not Stitchers, Stitches. Yeah, I knew that I wanted to do something for Lisa that wasn't too big because I didn't give myself that much time. So I just wanted to do something that was quite small but would be a really nice keepsake for her. So when I found that, I just thought it was absolutely beautiful and it would be perfect for Lisa. So yeah, she's now sent a message to say thank you for the gifts, and I think she really liked it. So yeah. And then my sister Zoe also really liked her gift. She has actually now gotten into stitching herself. She was asking me for some advice. She got into a bit of a mess with the thread, bless her. I hope she doesn't mind me saying this. But we have done some stitching together before. And if you watched my previous video with my friend Gushan, I felt a little bit patronising, which if you haven't seen that, by the way, go and watch it because it was quite funny and I really enjoy it. It's one of my favourite videos. Anyway, I actually showed her like how you separate the thread by pulling up rather than pulling it apart, and I felt a little bit patronising doing that, but I just know that in the past, like, it took me a while to figure out that that's the way that you do it, so I thought, right, I'll explain it to her. It was just quite a few months ago, me and my sister were stitching together, so I was making a gift for my cousin that was quite a few different pieces, so I said that Zoe could start on one, and we watched Grey's Anatomy and something very sad happened, so we cried anyway. Yeah, she kept on kind of pulling it apart, and I kept saying, do you want me to show you how to do it properly? She was like, no, it's fine, and she kept on getting it tangled, and then there was one time where she was pulling it and pulling it and pulling it, and I was sat there and I said, it's gonna tangle. She was like, it's not, it's fine. She kept pulling it, I was like, it will tangle. She's like, no, look, it's fine, it's going okay, it's going great. And then right at the last second, the last bit tangled, and she was like, that, you jinxed it, it's because you said that. And I'm like, no, it's just physics. So yeah, she messaged me whilst I was at the wedding, and she had like tons of thread that was all completely tangled, and she was like, what is going on, how is it tangling? And she'd got basically an entire skein of DMC, and I had just said, like, watch my video with Gushan, and you can see how you pull it. And she says, I have been doing that, but it's still tangling. I'm not allowed to cut it, am I? And I thought, yeah, like if you've got an entire skein, you can cut like a chunk off. I normally do about an arm's length. So bless her, she was trying to pull a thread of like 6 meters of DMC, so bless her. But I think she's got there now. I think she's enjoying it. So yeah, I'll keep you updated on how she gets on. I hope she keeps it up. I always love introducing people to stitching. Right, let's move on to some works in progress. I've got 2 whips to show you today, and the first one is this. This is Final Fantasy VII, and it is a pattern by Nerdy Cross Stitch Art on Instagram. Her name's Sarah. I believe her store is now called the Cross Stitch Lair. She's got a website herself, but when I last went on it, I think it was down for some maintenance. So she has also got an Etsy store, which is the Needleminder Lair. And yeah, I think she was putting some of her patterns on there just for now whilst the website's down. So this is a full coverage piece that I'm doing, and I'm using the Magic Guide Ada. This is 18 count. And if you've never seen this before, basically you've got the squares, which are a 10 by 10 square, and I use that to kind of help me stitch, especially with full coverage because there's a lot of confetti. And when I've finished, I'll wash it, and then all of these grids will have gone, which it doesn't matter too much with full coverage because all of this is going to be covered in stitching. But then obviously, like for the edges, there might be like a little bit of space there for when I frame it. But I'll let you have a closer look at it. I am really pleased with how this one is going. I just had a bug to stitch on it for quite a while now. I've really wanted to stitch on a full coverage piece. I've got 2 full coverage pieces that I'm working on. And this one I'd kind of, last time I think I'd only just done a little bit of the building. I don't think there was even any of Cloud's hair. So it was literally just there, and I was really excited to start seeing it come together. I also really fancied working on some smaller stitches, so because this is 18 count, I really fancied working on it. So yeah, I just got caught the bug for it, and I've made a fair bit of progress. Let me just, sorry, again, I can't see, I just want to see how it's looking at him. Yeah, okay, so you can see it, like you can see like his eyes starting to come in, and from far away like the detail really stands out, but when you get close up, like you can just kind of tell that it's like weird colours, like his eye looks really strange. But yeah, it'll be going on the wall, so it'll be fine. We'll have it up, people can see it from far away. This is actually a piece that I am making for my boyfriend Mark, but it is going to take quite a while. I will have put up what it's going to look like when it's finished, and there is just so much. This is, in total it will be around 50,000 stitches, and I've been doing it since March I believe, so it is going to take me a couple of years. Let's be realistic, it is going to take a while, but I am really happy with the progress that I made this month. My next whip is something that I mentioned in my last FlossTube that I was going to work on, and I hope to have fully finished for this video, but because I caught the stitching bug with Final Fantasy, this one was kind of put on the back burner a little bit, but I have started to try and catch up with it. This is Hello Pumpkin, and I started this back in April I believe as part of the Hello Pumpkin What Time Do You Cal This stitch along. And last time I had finished part 2, which was kind of more this section with the owl. There is some more, I've just got it on my Q-snap at the minute. There is some more kind of tucked, oh, can you even see that? There's more tucked in the back here, where there's like the tree trunk and the grass, but I've just got it in my Q-snap because I've been working on it, so I will just keep it in here for now. So far I've done a bit of the mushroom and some of these leaves up here, and then I'm going to be moving on to the fox, which will be here. But I love my Hello seasonal trees from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. If you're new, I'm displaying them each season in my kitchen, so I've got like a little white easel and I just back them onto some poster board and have it displayed. I've currently got the spring one displayed because I didn't do Hello Summer, so I kind of need to get my skates on with this one and get it done. as soon as possible so that I can have it displayed for autumn. But I am quite enjoying it because the weather has dropped a little bit colder now. It is quite nice stitching on something to do with the season that we're in at the moment. I love autumn, it is my favourite season, so it's really getting me in that autumn mood of being all cozy and inside and stitching with a cup of tea. So yeah, I am loving this one. And that, my friends, is all the stitching that I have to show you. Like I said, I have been a busy bee, but I am really hoping that I get some more stitching in for October so that I've got tons to show you next time, but we will have to wait and see. Now I'm going to move on to haul, and I have one piece of haul to show you, and it is something that's a little bit out of the box. It's not a usual kind of FlossTube purchase to show, but I love it. I am so happy with it. So basically a couple of months ago, so back in August, I didn't mention this, but I had like a cute little stitching day with my friends. So my friends Alice and Gushan, Gushan obviously from the last video, which you need to go watch it right now. They're both into cross stitch, and we had a cute little day of just stitching. It did start off as being a movie day, which we've done before because we just like to go back to movies from our childhood. So first we did the Lizzie McGuire movie, and this time we went for the Hannah Montana movie that we decided to all sit and watch together. And now that we're all into cross stitch, I asked them to bring their stitching stuff, so we sat stitching for the evening. It was great. We also did the hoe down throw down because you have to when you watch the Hannah Montana movie. But anyway, my friend Alice had a pencil case that she was using to keep her stitching stuff in, and as soon as I saw it I knew that I had to have it, and I will explain why right now. So she went for a black version, but I've gone for this cute little lilac purple. So there's a few different compartments, and sorry, I'm trying to not let it rattle around too much because there's like these cute little heart like key rings which are really cute. So in the first section, it's got some cool compartments, okay? If you're not into stationery, just stay with me, alright? It's gonna get better. I'm saving the best till last as to why this is the best pencil case that I've ever seen. So it's got some cute little compartments, so I'm keeping my needles in one and my little strawberry, I can't remember what it's called. I think it's emery. I can't remember, but that's to clean my needles. I then have like a tape measure in this one, some double-sided tape and some pins there. So that's the first section. The second section, I have got a lot of stuff. So I've got all my scissors, and I've got my bobbins and the stickers that go onto the bobbins. So just a few, oh, and the bobbins themselves, my little plastic bobbins. So just like little bits and bobs that I need in general. And then the final section, which is what I saw and thought, oh my gosh, I need that. And it is basically just a clear kind of window, and in here is like I've got it down here, I've not shown it yet. So on Alice's, there's like a little insert that you put in here, and the idea behind it is that you put pins in it. I believe that it's a, I can't remember what the pencil case is called, so I'll put it in the description below. But I believe that it originated in Japan, maybe? So they're quite big over there. And the idea behind it is that you have an insert and then you can put all of your enamel pins on it. So you basically get to customise your own pencil case. And in this window, you have literally like all of your favourite pins that you want. So that's what Alice had in hers. And I took one look at it, and I said, I could put needle minders in there. So now I've got my little insert that's got all of my needle minders on it. They're all in a nice secure place, but I can still display them and look at them and be really proud of them. And then I close that, and that's it. So I just keep all of my needle minders there. How amazing is that? I have to be honest, it wasn't the cheapest. So this was from Stationery Studios, and it's got like the little, can you see that? I couldn't tell if it was in focus or not because it's not in focus for me because I can't see. But yeah, it was about £22, which is the most I've ever spent on a pencil case. But I don't know about you guys, but when it comes to cross-stitch stuff, like, money just goes out the window, as in like how expensive things are, because I literally just want them. I'm like, I want that, so I'm gonna buy it. So I've never spent £20 on a pencil case before, and I'll probably never spend £20 on a pencil case again. But how long am I gonna have this for? I'm gonna have this for the rest of my stitchy life. Look at it, it's got my needle mind. It's got my needle winders in it. So as you can tell, I am very, very happy with my purchase, and I just like the fact that I get to admire my needle minders all the time. It's great. So I'm gonna wrap up this video with some FlossTube recommendations, which I haven't done in a while because I hadn't been watching, but I've seen a few new channels pop up that really took my interest. So the first one is Lauren, and her channel is called Cross Stitch Buddy. I've spoken to Lauren on Instagram before, basically when I was talking about the fact that we were having second thoughts about having a dog and what breed we want. She messaged me straight away like, get a cockapoo, I breed cockapoos, if you want one let me know. Lauren recently started her FlossTube and it is fantastic. She has got a store as well, if you didn't know, so go and check her out. She, from what I can tell, she works on quite a lot of Stitch Rovia pieces, and you guys know that I'm a big Emma Congdon fan, so she's got a couple of those. She went through all of her previous finishes in her first video, and I believe that she's brought out a second video as well, but I've not had a chance to watch that, but I will definitely watch it, and you guys should too, so go and check out Lauren's channel. The next channel that really caught my eye was Stitching and True Crime, and this is by LaDonna and Tara. I am so sorry if I've pronounced your name wrong. And when I saw that, I was like, oh my god, that is the best idea ever. I don't know about you guys, but I love true crime. I watch quite a few different channels like Kendall Ray, Eleanor Neal, and Bailey Sarian, and Bailey kind of stands out to me because she does her makeup whilst talking about a true crime story. So when I saw Stitching in True Crime, I thought, you're a genius. how have I never thought of that? That is so good, of just kind of like combining those two loves of true crime and stitching. So they do the videos together, it's the two of them, and they talk a bit about their stitching, so it's more of a FlossTube, and then they move on to what podcasts they've been listening to recently, and recommending some true crime podcasts as well. So yeah, if you're interested in that, definitely go and check them out. And then the last one, I just want to give a little shout out because I have spoke to Marty before, and she has finally started a FlossTube. I'm really sorry, Marty, I've not got a chance to watch it yet, but I will do. And I'm so excited. I was so happy when I saw that she had started a FlossTube. Her Instagram and her YouTube are called Triple M Stitching. I'm definitely going to be watching Marty's channel, so you join me and you watch her as well because she is a lovely human. So yeah, and that is it for September's FlossTube. Thank you so much for watching. I didn't mention this in the life updates, but I will just briefly mention it here. I have recently changed my working pattern, so I'm on a 4-day week nowadays, mainly for like my mental health side of things. I keep seeing tons of stuff popping up about a 4-day week and how beneficial it is to people, and my work have been really accommodating and really supportive, so I am now gonna have like a little bit of a break, 1 day a week. So I'm hoping to kind of channel more productivity into making videos. So hopefully you'll be seeing more from me in the future. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.